that perfect?
Yeah, so now tell your horror story. Be like, once upon a time, on a drizzly Monday. And I'll just like pan to the outside where it's raining.
Now here's something you don't see every day.
Well, here we go, let's get those wheels out on the road. It may get dusty, but that's the way she goes. We'll build some greasy old cars and drink our AGD. Hey, don't you know, it's partly built.
Impressive. Okay guys, we made it to Rimbey for Test and Tune Day, the day before Miles of Mayhem starts.
But sadly, rained out.
As you can see, it is extremely wet. It's been raining off and on for over 24 hours. The track isn't going to be open today for Test and Tune, but they're getting it prepared for tomorrow morning, hopefully. The weather actually looks pretty good, so we're hoping.
Yeah, and also, future news here. We got a guy here who is actually hosting the Miles of Mayhem. We were talking about the truck, giving the detail, rundown. He was actually pretty impressed with it, I like to think. We told him that we had like 350s in the back end for this on the diff, and he asked us, what spline counts your axle? I was like, we actually never counted. So we whipped it out quick, counted up, 31 splines. And he says, well, I got a 31 spline, 513 third member for one of these 4 9-inches. And yeah, I'll let you guys use it for the week. And we're like, oh, sick. How much do you want to let us use it? And he's like, no, just take it. I want to see what this thing will do. So to come Tuesday, because when we go to Medicine Hat, he's going to whip by his shop and bring it to us. On Tuesday morning, we're going to go through tech, and then we're going to switch out the third member. And luckily, because if we can get some runs in tomorrow, which is Monday, if we can get some runs in, we can see what we kind of improve with that 513.
Yeah, it's kind of going to screw up our racing average, but we just want to see what a difference it'll make. The only thing we've had to do to the truck is we had to put a chain underneath the drive shaft, kind of like a safety loop, just because we are running DOT radials, but they want it for that. Truck pulled the trailer no problem, but the gearing sucks. It's tough to take off in first. We can't pull in any gear higher than fourth, but as you can see, we've got it all set up, the trailer, and we realized we've way overpacked and brought way more than we needed, and we have the biggest trailer here. We're still within the legal limits, but we have the biggest trailer here. So it looks like we might be the service vehicle for anybody that needs it, because we've got the welders, we've got generator, we got tons of tires. We brought spare parts that don't even fit the truck, just on the off chance someone might need them or buy them from us. We even brought the spare slicks off the Firebird, and we're going to see if anybody needs those, because we don't, but we figured we'd bring them anyway. So yeah, as you can see, other than the extreme amounts of mud everywhere, it's hopefully going to be a good event. There's lots of really cool cars out here. As you can see, we're staying true to our noodle cups and our AGD beer. We got a cooler. We picked up 4 cases of beer. We're going to be handing out AGD to everybody who wants one. Anyway, do you want to explain what's going on?
Well, today is the morning of the first day of the Miles of Mayhem, and Rimbey is just, their track was just muddier than all get out yesterday. So we're here to give this thing a friggin' bath and get her ready to run.
We knocked off the heavy stuff, but time for a good wash. Oh, look at this guy. Day one, guys. Here we go. It's quite the collection of cars.
Yeah, so we got a Mustang here with
Lick me.
lick me. Huh. So, a Mustang with an EcoBoost badge. I'm curious what's under the hood. Still got a 4-gear.
There you go. Cummins powered Mustang.
This is just sick.
This is like Steven's dream right here.
I like the 12 valve. I mean, I'm not a fan of the box body, but the 12 valve is sick as hell.
Yeah.
I dig this. And according to these guys, they only have to cut down the oil pan a couple inches. They still got about 9 liters of oil, which that's damn impressive. They can fit it, and it almost gives you hope that the hood will fit. Not quite, but it gives you hope. So that's impressive. Okay, here we are, pulled into a Flying J in Medicine Hat. Had a set of 513s donated to us to use for the race week here, so we're gonna do a parking lot swap, see how it goes, and see how much fun we can have with these dang things. It's gonna be nice in there. So yeah, we'll be back whenever we get her swapped in.
Okay guys, so axle shafts are out, and Steven's got the pinion, or sorry, not the pinion, he's got the third member almost completely undone here. We'll get it drained. Yeah, so 513s because the pinion seal's leaking. That's the only reason we're changing it, right, Steven?
Yeah, pinion seal leaks. The rear end is screwed. We need.
It's clearly blown up. So
and the only one we could find is some guy. He had a 513. I mean, like, you know, we're running 350s. Like, we tried, but we couldn't find them, so we had to settle with the 513s. I guess we'll put them in. You know.
Oh, by the way, it's 9 o'clock at night, and it's a Flying J parking lot full of trucks. We figured, what better place to fix a truck than a truck stop? So I'll report back once we get that third member out and start cleaning up and getting the new one put in.
Okay guys, lots of background noise and wind. Here we are. Turns out the 9-inch housing we got from the guy, the axle splines were too small, so we went and grabbed our carrier right there and put, that's his ring gear from his carrier onto ours. And it turns out that his carrier, or no, our carrier won't fit in his third member. So we have now taken his pinion out of his third member to put in ours, so we can put our carrier with his ring gear in our carrier, or our third member, to hopefully get us the 513. So
we hope he doesn't want too much for this diff, because I don't want to take this apart again on Friday. So we're buying this piece.
And luckily,
we're married to this thing.
Luckily, we heard the best words from the guy when he gave it to us. He looked at me and said, if you blow it up or break it when you're racing, I'm okay with that. So this means he should be fine with this. Fingers crossed. If not, Dustin, we're sorry. So here's a story that no one wants to hear when they're in the middle of the drag week. So we got this guy here who's running the Miles of Mayhem. He gave us, he said he had a set of 513s for us, 31 spline. Fantastic. We wanted these because we had 350s, wanted something bigger, wanted a party.
Flashlight.
What, here?
No, I can't see shit on the camera.
Oh, that was just... Okay, just don't blind me.
They're right there.
Okay, so, as we're doing this, we get these 513s. We're like, awesome, we'll put them in. So we pull up to our local Flying J here.
Well, local Medicine Hat
I
Flying
should
J.
say, yeah, well, local to us at this current time. Pull up here. We're like, yeah, we'll just change it out here. Pull out the 350. That's easy. It was actually kind of a bugger. It was silicone on it, pretty damn good. Like it didn't want to move. But anyways, got it off, and perfect. So we cleaned it up, siliconed her up, slammed on the 513s, bolted about just 4 bolts to kind of flatten her out. We're gonna put the axle shafts in. We spent about 5 minutes, like shimmy shaking them around. They don't fit. So we're like, what's going on? So we pop the center section out, pull an axle shaft out.
I just want to point out, Steven counted the splines.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Apparently, Steven can't count.
Apparently, I can't count. But I mean, also he told me there were 31 splines, so I was like, I'm gonna believe this guy. So, because I'm certain the truck splines were counted fine, because those are easy as hell. Like those internal splines, I'm blind at the best of times. So like, yeah. Anyways, so we pull the center section out, pull an axle shaft. Yeah, don't fit. So we're sitting here like, yeah, I guess we have to put the 350s back in. And I say, nah. Switch the carrier. So we disassemble both
Third members.
Disassemble them all, get them down to the carrier, switch the carriers out. Fantastic. Go to bolt it in. Oh, it turns out carrier bearings are completely different sizes. So we're like, damn it. And then we get the wise idea. Let's just put this ring gear on my pinion, which it already is. Put my carrier. Put the carrier back in our third member, but pull the pinion out of the other third member to put in ours. Which, yeah, that would work fine and dandy. Bolts all together. I mean, it was an absolute nightmare, and I don't even know if the caps are on the right side.
Yeah, there was
We're hoping
definitely some redneck
It was
preload and backlash adjusting, and I hope it just holds together. We can take it apart and do it all proper at the end of the week, but I mean, the other thing is now we've disassembled the 350 gears, and I don't want to mess with this again because it was a mother. Our 1 hour diff swap turned into 4.5 hours. It is now 2 o'clock in the morning. We're in a different section of the Flying J parking lot now. It is raining like crazy. Luckily, it just started raining, so it's not too bad, but yeah.
Yeah, it's fun times. So anyways, like it's perfect. So we get it all put together, slap it in, axle shafts in. We're golden. We're on the home stretch. We're there, baby. Grab my drive shaft. I can't put it up in there. It's hitting the
Drive shaft's too
it's
long.
hitting the yoke. So I look up, and like I'm bottom out the transmission. So I'm sitting there. We didn't measure the pinion length. It's clearly longer. We can't shorten the drive shaft. So we're sitting. I mean, honestly, we have grinders and a welder. We could have tried, but we really shouldn't. So we're sitting here. What do we do? And then I'm just like, drop the axle, drill new centering holes, and shift it back about an inch. We do that.
So now our diff is 1.5 inches back.
Yeah, because there was 3 pre-drilled holes in the shackle. The outside ones were squares, so we had to kind of bore those pricks out. It's not right. I will be moving it back.
We had to drill new centering pin holes in the top plates too.
Plate to make everything lined up. Like, I will be coming back and moving it to the proper spot so it is perfectly fine. But that's going to be a time when I can actually shorten the drive shaft. I just can't do it.
The other thing is, the guy lended us the 513s. I think we're going to have to buy them. But the other thing is, it was a blessing in disguise that we ended up the axle shafts didn't fit. Because we didn't check any of the bolts to see if they were tight until after we pulled the diff back out because the axle shafts didn't fit.
Yep.
So half the carrier bolts were loose and the backlash wasn't properly set. We just got excited and started putting stuff in. So it's a good thing that we ended up having issues, or we'd have had bigger issues later. So
yeah, and
best part is we put it all together, left it on jack stands, threw it in gear, and the pinion bearings made noise for a little while until they finally got enough oil on them. But
yeah, and luckily though, when the guy gave me the axe, or gave me the diff today, like yesterday, when he was talking about it, we asked him how much he wanted to be able to use this for the week. And he said, nah, just use them. I want to see what that truck will do. So I'm pretty excited over that. And when they pulled up to a gas station that we were filling at, just randomly on the road.
Yeah, we were filling with fuel in Brooks at another Flying J.
Yeah.
And they just rolled up and his wife hangs out the window. Hey, you guys need some rear gears?
So yeah, we're like, oh hell yes, we pick up the gears. Fantastic time. And he tells me this. He's like, yeah, just so you know, yeah, if you blow them up during the race, I don't really care. So I'm like, this is like the best day ever.
We did inquire about buying them if we liked the gear ratio, and he said we'll talk on Friday. So I think
we're buying them.
we're gonna buy them regardless, because I'm not switching them again on Friday.
Yeah, I think we're kind of at a point where we have to, which I'm kind of okay with. It's like, is what it is.
So yeah, at this point, it's like 2 in the morning. We're going to call it a night. We got to be up at 6 to get to the track, to get set up and get through tech, and get 2 runs in as fast as we can, because it's another 500k. But yeah, we're gonna set up the old tent out here in the rain, and we're gonna call it a night, guys. Thanks for watching. We're gonna try and get these Miles of Mayhem's videos to you as fast as we can. We have no Wi-Fi anywhere. It's day 1. Like, it's day 1 and it's a 2 a.m. finishing, so
Yeah, we're doing
we'll see how this goes. But thanks for watching, guys. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. It's at BarkleyBuilt. And be sure to like and subscribe to the videos, because we got to come up with money somehow to pay for all these gears that we're taking out. So
This is true.
but we're validating the gear swap because the pinion bearings, or the pinion seal, was leaking, so it makes sense.
Yeah, like we were leaking, so obviously we failed tech. Gotta change it.
That's
so
right.
This was our only option, because we can't afford seals and bearings and all that.
Seals and bearings would be so easy.
Yeah, no.
Anyway,
Can't do that. So,
thanks, guys. I know the lighting sucks. I'm sure the sound sucks with this heavy rain, but it's too late to really care. So thanks for watching. Check you next time.
Okay.
Steven, it's time for bed. It's upside down.
It's upside down, guys, but it set itself up.